IIT Ropar among one, having very heavy mandate on agriculture and water, where we have been given a funding of roughly around 110 crore. We already have onboarded roughly around 141 startups in the last 2 years. In terms of onboarding process, I would say that we have a centralized onboarding form at our website, as well as we also take help from the Startup India and other platforms. We have deployed roughly around 17 crore funds.
Welcome to My Startup TV. I'm Major Sunil Shetty. We are here at the Startup Mahakumbh in New Delhi, and we are here at Bharat Mandapam. I'm with Dr. Mukesh Kestwal, who is the CIO of IIT Ropar. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having this interview here.
So could you talk technology centers? Please talk about that.
Yeah, so IIT Ropar is one of the technology innovation hub that was created by Department of Science and Technology under one of the flagship initiative or national mission, which was created by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So this is a 3660 crore national mission where 25 of technology hubs are created across the IITs and some of the premier institutions. IIT Ropar among one, having very heavy mandate on agriculture and water, where we have been given a funding of roughly around 110 crore by DST for bringing out cyber physical system, AI in agriculture, and also bringing out deep tech startups, technology and cyber and CPS skilling side. So this is what we do over there.
Share some insights into you have achieved so far, in the startup journey.
Got it. So this mission was created back in 2020. We got this funding in December 2020 by Department of Science and Technology. As part of that, we already have covered roughly around 80 plus technologies that have been built by in-house indigenous technologies by IIT Ropar. In terms of a startup side, like you asked, we already have onboarded roughly around 141 startups in the last 2 years. And these are very heavy deep tech startup side. We have deployed roughly around 17 crore funds. To an extent, 32 of them are equity investment by us. And that's where 10.5 crore fund has been given. Very happy to say that these startups which we have deployed fund, everyone have raised external funding as well, or I would say large amount of them have raised. 102 crore fund have been raised by 46 of portfolio startups. And this is where I would say that our portfolio is overvalued around 1300 crore plus. Now this is where I think just in the morning we have heard the speech by Honorable Minister Piyush Goyal sir as well, which talked about deep tech, which talked about the grocery stores. This is where we are doing slightly different. We are investing very heavy on deep tech. Some of our very proud startups are like, for example, Indra Water, which we have onboarded very recently. Then we have done investment on some other company like Arya Technologies as well. These are very heavy agri and water tech startups over there. So this is what we do as part of a startup portfolio program.
So could you also talk about, for the benefit of entrepreneurs out there in India, what's your onboarding process? Is it limited to your own alumni, or is it open to anyone, and how would they go about doing it?
So this is where I think all the TIH have a very big mandate of the national India in the pan India side. Like I said, it's part of a national mission, and all these hubs are created under the national mission framework. This is where we do not have an in-house mandate as such. It's a pan India, and we take a startup from all the part of country. For our onboarding process, we have created two different big programs. One is our Sprint initiative. Sprint is something where we deploy funding of up to 25 lakh. Very good part is, I think that you will believe most of the incubators had a problem of working in silos. This is a challenge which has been raised by multiple articles, multiple media outlets as well. So this is where we started hosting out a sprint program across the country. We already have done such 11 sprint program, including in Jammu, including some in the northeast side, in Odisha as well, at AIC Nalanda, in Maharashtra as well, in Karnataka as well. So these are the sprint program that we host at various centers where we deploy funding of 25 lakh. Then we have Samriddhi program, which is a flagship in-house program. This is a 4 to 5 crore investment we do usually in once Samriddhi. Up to 50 lakh of fund we go. However, in Samriddhi 4 that is happening right now, we have increased that fund by 1 crore rupees. Then we do parallel initiative like Pragati we have done, Ideathon we have done. In terms of onboarding process, I would say that we have a centralized onboarding form at our website, as well as we also take help from the Startup India and other platform. Very recently, we got funding from Genesis under Meet Startup Hub. That also had a separate onboarding process. Then we got funding from Nidhi SSS as well. We also have raised funding from SDFC, for example, under the CSR initiative, and that have a separate onboarding process. So large amount of fund usually go through a very curated speed process, and we are very speedy when we do investment or when we onboard startups as well. This is what I could say around that.
That will give it to the startups. When you say speedy process, valuation and getting the funding to them. You also talked about 13 crores as a valuation. Could you talk about that as to how did you arrive at that? Is it based on the industry or the market that has given this valuation, or is it something internally?
This question has been asked to me many of the time, and this is a very right question as well. Like, is valuation actually matters as well? For us, it's more about the impact. That's what our startups are creating. However, the startup we have invested, all the valuations metrics have been evaluated by the VC community directly. So we very closely work with 40 to 50 plus investors. We have a very closed door WhatsApp group with us as well. And every startup that we invest largely have been evaluated by the VC communities as part of our ISMC committee. Now, how do we come to this valuation number? So most of our startups have been funded by various VCs as well. Large amount of them already have raised funding from pre-rounds, maybe from the other government agencies as well. There where already a funding has been, the investment has been calculated out, the valuation has been calculated. But then we ourselves also have our own in-house valuation matrix, where we usually go by roughly 4 crore for the very early stage, where they have a deep tech IP, where they have a product, where they have patent. Then we can go up to 12 to 12.5 crore plus valuations. So I would say that these valuations that we are claiming out, roughly 1300 crore plus, largely has been mandated or given by our external partners like investors. For example, we do very good work with C Fund, we do good work with Factorial, and something like we have 40, 50 investment partners who evaluate our startups, who give us the idea that, this would be the kind of valuation we could offer to these startups. So these are not given by us as an in-house body, I would say, but they have been given by third-party official auditors who evaluate these startups from the valuation side, from the valuation point of view.
So for this, in 2025, what's the mandate or what's the vision that you set?
So I have been very fortunate to work with all the leadership team at IIT Ropar, Professor Rajiv Ahuja to Dr. Puspin, who is a project director, then Dr. Radhika is the CEO. As part of our leadership vision, we have to go kind of 2x to 3x. That's what has been given to me as a mandate from the startup portfolio side. Like I said, we had 114 till December, and for this year we have kept 100 more startups to be with our portfolio. And largely, again, like I said, it should be from the deep tech side. In terms of investment, we want that our startups should raise again, at least the second round, whoever have been onboarded with us. We have 141 startups now, 86 already have been invested, but we want these 86 and also these 100, all other startups to raise their second round from the VC community side, so that they could scale. And then the third mandate for us is from the global side. Many of our startups are doing very good work in terms of fundraising, in terms of revenue, but now is the time for them to go global as well. This is where I think our mandate is kept. From the technology side, we are already doing very good. We have 80 plus indigenous technologies to the date. We have trained roughly around 5,000 plus people in the last 2 years. So all these 2x to 3x is what we have kept as a target for us for this particular financial year.
Thank you for talking to My Startup TV.
Thank you, Major, and look forward to having you also in IIT Ropar. We do very big programs, all the big initiatives. I look forward to have you there, and so that our startups could also get your platform to leverage it out to connect with the external world over there. Thank you so much for our interview.
We don't even need an invite. Your word is invite, and we will, whenever you have a next event, we'll be there.
Look forward to hosting you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
To stay informed about the startup ecosystem, subscribe to My Startup TV.